So today's session, today we're going to be covering the Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program overview. My name is Anna Stranagan. I'm a strategic business manager here at TD SYNNEX, and I talk about all things in the Microsoft Partner Program. All right, so today we're going to just kind of highlight any recent announcements, just make sure everyone's on that same page. We'll cover an overview of the Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program, the available benefit packages that are out there today. We will talk a little bit about the advantages of Solutions Partner and Specializations. And then I'll follow it up with some screenshots where I'm going to kind of just walk you through a few sections in Partner Center that are key to the Microsoft Partner Program. All right, so update on timelines. The Microsoft legacy benefits packages have officially retired, and they are no longer available to renew. That last date was January 21st of 2025. Now, Microsoft did update and refresh the existing packages that are available, and that happened on January 22nd. And what that meant was Microsoft updated some of the benefit packages with some new in-demand products like Microsoft Copilot, Entra P2, Defender for Endpoint, and Power Apps and Automate. The other announcements recently with regards to Partner Program is new SMB paths. So just launched recently, actually I think it was, January 31st, the Azure SMB paths went live in Partner Center. These SMB paths definitely make it a lot easier for partners to achieve an Azure designation. And the other announcement is that there is another SMB path to come, and that will be in the security designation. No actual ETA on that timeline. My fingers are crossed for spring based on some of the information I'm gathering from Microsoft. But the really good news about the security designation is that it'll include CSP associations as recognition for your points contributing to your scorecard. And then the last thing, as far as timelines go, as a reminder that when it comes to the incentives, this is the last year that partners will be earning any incentives based on eligibility with their legacy competencies and benefits packages. So that will continue till September the 30th of 2025, regardless of what benefits package you have or purchase from now till September 30th. So basically, Microsoft is taking a snapshot on January 21st. And on that date, if you had a legacy silver or gold benefits package, then you would continue earning any rebates based on the competence you had in those packages until September the 30th. Beyond September the 30th, we know that Solutions Partner Designations is what's going to continue for rebates. No other updates from Microsoft other than that. Okay, so what are the benefit packages? I'm going to start off with what's called the partner benefits. These are relatively new. They're only a year and a bit old. They are available to all partners. They are called the Partner Launch, the Success Core, and the Success Expanded. You'll see the annual prices there for these benefit packages, but the value that you get in each of them is substantial. So as an example, when it comes to the Success Core, it is $895 annual, but the value of the licenses that you're getting there is around $62,000. Now these are sized, so you'll see that the Partner Launch is kind of ideal for up to 5 users, the Success Core up to 15, and the Success Expanded up to 35. The nice thing is that these particular packages are stackable. and you don't need to wait. So in case you are on a legacy benefits package and it's, going to expire sometime this year, if you wanted to buy these packages, you don't have to wait. They are stackable. But it is important to know that there's no incentives tied to these, okay? They're basically what's replacing the Microsoft Action Pack. Now, the solutions partner benefits, that would be the next package. This one, you actually have to meet eligibility. So you have to earn it before you can purchase that benefits package. It is a little bit more money. Annual fee is $4,730. But with that, you're going to get um, way more when it comes to product licenses. I don't have the dollar value of what that would be, but it would most likely be in the million plus. Because with Solutions Partner, it's incremental benefits. So you're paying one fee, but you're getting benefits based on the designations and specializations that you attain. So if you're getting a modern work and an Azure designation, then that's, double set of benefits for still that one fee. It is important to know that with Solutions Partner, this is where you start earning rebate and co-op. And it's with Solutions Partner that you really differentiate your business. And you can go even further with that in earning specializations. So I will go a little bit more into all of those things because I realize it can be quite a bit, but just kind of a high level, an idea of the packages. So these are the 4 packages. Microsoft has a very comprehensive benefits guide. You can download that. That is the URL. And it will give you all the specifics, every SKU that you get in any of these packages. I've put a little chart together. This is not all of the benefits that are available in that guide, but I've put a side-by-side comparison because there are a few benefits that partners always ask me about or really make a difference. Okay, so side-by-side comparison, we've got that launch, the core, the expanded, and the solutions partner. When it comes to the technical benefits, you can kind of get an idea of which packages have them and what kind of quantities. When it comes to licensing, so specifically, I get so many questions about Business Premium, E3, E5, and Copilot. So you're going to see here what you're going to get. So basically, when it comes to Business Premium, they are in the launch, the core, the expanded, as well as solutions partner. But if you're looking for E3 or E5, you're only going to get that with solutions partner. Okay. Same thing when it comes to Copilot licenses. So Copilot for M365, if you've got the expanded package, you will get quantity 2 users. If you've got the solutions partner benefits package and you have the modern work designation, you will get 5 Copilot licenses. And you can see the pluses here that I have, and that's to indicate that it can be more depending on the amount of designations you have and specializations. So I've kind of put that baseline of what you can expect, and you can get more. Again, just depends really on how many designations and specializations you have. New this year is the Entra ID P2 and Defender for Endpoint P2. And those are in those 3 partner launch core expanded, larger quantities in solutions partner. And then, yeah, there's a few other ones. Teams Premium seems to be another one a lot of partners are excited about. If you're in the expanded or solutions partner, you're going to get it there. When it comes to Azure credits, they are available in all of the packages. So you'll see that obviously it goes much higher from the launch to solutions partner. And if you're looking for server licenses, you're going to be looking at core, expanded, and/or solutions partner. So hopefully that kind of gives you a guideline, uh, a, a comparison at least of, where you might want to start with, and then you really do need to look at the detailed guide, to kind of quantify the exact SKU and the quantity that you'd be getting. Okay, so advantages of solutions partner. This is really where you're going to set yourself apart with Microsoft as well as with your customers. You do need to earn that spot. And there are 6 different designations with solutions partner. So you're going to get, when you earn solutions partner designation, you're going to become a solutions partner. You'd be able to buy the benefits package, and you're going to get way better licenses, larger quantities. You're going to get significantly more technical support and advisory hours. Again, that differentiation of the Microsoft 365 E3 and E5 SKUs for internal use, those are going to be with solutions partner. It is one annual fee, regardless of how many designations and specializations. So definitely, if you're looking for 2 or 3 designations, then this gets a lot more lucrative. You've got your designation to distinguish you with your customers. And that significant opportunity here is earning that rebate and co-op. Okay, so if you are a relatively newer partner, or maybe you didn't have a legacy or a silver gold before, earning a solutions partner is the only way they're going to qualify for earning those back-end rebate and co-op dollars from Microsoft. All of that information about the types of incentives and investment programs are all going to be in the MCI guide. So I will talk a little bit about that today. So I want to kind of give everybody a foundation of where to go to find this information, and just kind of that high level of, potentially what you're looking for. All right. And then specializations. So specializations are a much deeper level. And you have to first earn the solutions partner designation before you can move on to specializations. And with specializations, there is quite a few. There's actually 31 specializations in total. So you're going to, by earning a specialization, you're going to get even more product benefits, again, because those are aligned to designations and specializations. The substantial quantities, especially when it comes to the Azure credits, by having these specializations, you're going to get so many more product benefits. You're going to get specialized badges, so you can see the distinction of the specialization badges versus the solutions partner. So for example, with a modern work, it was just this kind of white area badge. Once you've gotten a specialization within modern work, the badge is updated. And yeah, there's 31 in total, quite a bit there. But probably I'll say the most significant opportunity for partners when it comes to specializations is being able to participate in the Microsoft funded activities. Again, those are all listed out in this MCI guide that we will talk about later. And so they have programs like the partner-led Azure Migrate and Modernize, Azure Innovate, as well as some Copilot accelerators. Everything is listed in this guide, as well as what are the requirements for a partner to be earning any of these or be able to participate in them. And so they will all call out something like a designation or a specialization that's required. All right, so incentives. This is what I get probably maybe the most questions about. Everyone's like, well, what kind of dollars can I earn? And so I'm going to go through the categories, but Microsoft 365 is probably the one that, most partners are participating in and earning these back-end dollars. In order to earn them, you need any one of the 6 solutions partner designations. Microsoft's still grandfathering legacy partners until September the 30th. There is a long list of what those are. So if you are earning on legacy, you'll continue to earn on legacy till September the 30th. After that, again, you'll need the modern work designation or any designation. So in incentives, these are the different, what they call Microsoft levers, because each lever has a different earning rate. And so on core eligible SKUs as a partner, you can earn 3.75%. On strategic accelerators like Tier 1 Business Premium and E3, you can earn 5%. On Tier 2 M365 E5 and Copilot, 7%. On calling and conference PSTN SKUs, 20%. And Microsoft has a customer ad incentive of an additional 15%. These are stackable. So core plus accelerator plus customer ad. Now the customer ad is only for 12 months and it starts from the tenant creation date. But if you were to activate all of those levers, potentially you would have an earning rate of 25.75%. That is quite a bit. There are some max caps listed. Very few partners reach those max caps. The other thing to know is that there is an earning split, and basically of the earnings here, 60% will go to rebate, which is paid monthly cash to you, and the other 40% will be held back into co-op, and that is accrued over a 6-month window, and then it's made available to partners. Okay, so stackable is core plus accelerator plus customer ad. When it comes to Azure, similar type of incentives here. I'm going to call out those specifically when it comes to eligibility. For Azure, you need one of the 3 Azure designations. They have the core consumption, which is 4%. There is also a 10% earning on Azure reservation and savings plan. There is an AI accelerator that pays additional 7%, an Azure workload accelerator of 3%, and also an Azure new customer ad of 15%. So all of those, same things, stackable, core plus accelerator plus customer ad, potential earnings of up to 26%. And then that last category is the dynamics. With dynamics, it'll be any one of the 6 designations to meet eligibility. You've got your core business applications, an earning rate of 4.75, strategic accelerator, finance and supply chain, which is 7.5%. Business Central is 10%, and also a customer ad, which is 20%. So all of these will stack up to 34.75%. So I don't know if there's any questions about that. Okay. Usually a question I get the most is, I don't understand co-op. So let me just kind of go through that one real quickly with you. So if you're earning rebate, you're earning co-op, because as you saw, there's this 60-40 split. And so, for example, say in this example, you're earning in July $2,000 in total incentives. 1,200 would be rebate, 800 would be co-op. And the rebate portion, which I mentioned, is paid to you monthly. So you would be receiving all of these months. Now, at the end of 6 months, If your earnings is under $10,000, Microsoft, so specifically for co-op, not your total earnings, but just your co-op earnings. If it is under 10K, Microsoft will convert co-op into rebate and then pay you as a rebate lump sum. And so sometimes definitely for these partners, twice a year, they'll see a significant jump in rebate earnings, and you're like, oh, why did I get more money this month than, say, the previous 5-6 months? That is why. Now, if you're earning more than $10,000, so in this example, this partner is earning roughly $5,000 in incentives, $3,000 each month that is rebate, and their co-op adds up to be $12,000. So that's definitely over the $10,000. In this case, this partner will be receiving the money as co-op. It gets deposited into the Microsoft co-op portal, and it is intended for you to execute marketing activities and submit claims after them. So co-op stands for cooperative. So it is marketing dollars that Microsoft wants you to reinvest back into your business to drive your pipeline when it comes to that CSP products. All right, so probably, hopefully I don't see many of this happening very often with partners, but you have to enroll in Microsoft Commerce Incentives in order to earn rebates. Just because you have a benefits package or you've earned the solutions partner designation does not mean that you automatically start earning the incentives. You actually have to enroll in Microsoft Commerce Incentives, which means that you're providing with banking and tax information. So once you were enrolled and you meet the eligibility, then you would start earning. Okay, so an example would be a partner who is relatively new, they don't have legacy, they're working towards a MAR work designation, they have earned the MAR work designation, bought the solutions partner benefits package, but they're still not receiving rebates. That's because they need to enroll in Microsoft Commerce Incentives. Once you're enrolled, then Partner Center, it just triggers the eligibility and the flow of incentives. So key guides when it comes to Microsoft programs, the Partner Benefits Guide we mentioned earlier, as well as the Microsoft Incentives Guide. This is where you're going to find all of the details about the CSP rebate programs, the funded engagements, what the requirements are for partners in order to meet that eligibility. The other important document you'll want is the product addendum. So this one is key for rebates, specifically when it comes to the Microsoft 365 and the dynamics, because there are a lot of core SKUs and accelerators. This will clearly indicate what's an eligible core SKU and which SKUs are accelerators that stack. And then the last one is there is a marketing fund guide, and this goes over all of the program details of what type of activities are eligible. This would only be for those partners that are earning over $10,000 in co-op, in which you would have to submit marketing activities and claims to draw down against those dollars. Okay, so I don't know if there's any other questions. I've got some screenshots to kind of walk through some of these areas in Partner Center so that everyone's familiar of where to look for these things, specifically where to purchase your benefits. And we're actually going to talk about a little bit about Solutions Partner in here also, where to see that. All right, so when you're in Partner Center, you've got that main screen here, that home dashboard, and we're going to kind of start from left to right. We'll start with the benefits. So if you have a purchased benefits package and you want to see the benefits that you've got out of that and to activate them, you would come here into the benefits section. And there is all these here on the left, they're kind of categorized by different groups. So if you have benefits under Azure, you will see them here. If you have benefits under software, those are like the on-prem stuff, you will see them here. If you have anything in cloud services, you will also see them in here. So when you're here, it'll list out which product benefit you have, what package program you're getting it from, the quantity of licenses that you have available, and the status. So whether you've redeemed them or not. So if you've not redeemed them, you need to come in here and redeem them. If you've redeemed them already, then it'll state that you've redeemed it. So let's just kind of go through an example. This would be an example, one that hasn't been redeemed. You'll need to, tick the box. There'll be a button here to get the key, and then you'll get a code. And then that code you'll deposit, you'll put it into your M365 admin center, and then that will give you the 5 licenses that you can provision. Now, an example where you've already redeemed it, if you click on it, it'll show you that you've redeemed on it, and it'll tell you when you redeemed. So here's the other thing. All of these benefit items in here, when you're buying a benefits package, it's the full 12 months. And you have up until the full 12 months to redeem any of these licenses. But once you redeem a license, then that count for 12 months starts. So if you redeem a license on October the 17th, your 12 months will start counting from there for that individual product group. If you redeemed it on February the 1st, then February 1st will start your 12 months count. So they can be basically, depending on when you're activating them, some of these benefits may expire slightly different. And so this is a good way of kind of seeing if you've activated them and when you activated them. Okay, earnings. If you're earning rebate and co-op, this is where you're going to be able to see what those total earnings are. And if needed, there is a download report option right here, and there's the default growth report. You can download that. It'll give you all the specifics of what you're earning, the product, the subscription, who the end customer was, the amount, how much was rebate, how much was co-op. So that would be the report I would recommend for you to go through if you're earning any incentives. If you haven't enrolled in incentives, you have to enroll. This is where you would do it in the incentives. You would come in here and you would see an invite to enroll. And so it is an open enrollment. It is up to you to go in here and to do that. Once you've enrolled, then you want to make sure that you are fully enrolled. So you want to see this status change to enrolled. And you do need to check in here every now and then to make sure that there is no action items listed, like, because sometimes they'll make you update your tax profile every couple of years, as an example. So you have to take ownership of coming into here every now and then. But once you're enrolled, you're just basically checking in here for any flags. And once you meet eligibility of any of the incentive programs, you will automatically start earning. There's no additional steps to come in here to do. Okay. And if you have co-op dollars and you're over that 10K threshold, that's going to be here in the incentives, and it'll be up there at the left where it says co-op management. And then this is basically where you're going to be able to see how much co-op dollars you have. All right, last section we're going to go through is the membership. Membership is where you would purchase your benefits package. So you can see here the partner launch benefits, the partner success core, the success expanded. You'll see that they're lit up so you can buy them. As an example, the solutions partner is not lit up, and that's because one, either they're not eligible, or two, they have an existing solutions partner benefits package and it hasn't come up for renewal yet. You can purchase one of each of these. You can even purchase these if you have a solutions partner, because I had mentioned earlier the partner packages are stackable. If you're not sure of which benefits packages you've had in the past or when your benefits come up for renewal, if you come in here to this bills and payments, it'll let you see the history of the benefit packages you have had. You're also going to see when you've purchased it and when that renewal starts. Okay, so you will not be able to renew a package until you're in that renewal start, which is 12 months after the purchase date. Now, when it comes to solutions partner, there is a whole scorecard, right? If you scroll down here to that solutions partner overview area, you'll see there is 6 different designations. You'll see like a points system. When you click on the view details, that will take you to the scorecard for that designation. And you'll see that there are 2 for modern work. So there is an SMB or an enterprise. Again, that SMB being easier to attain than the enterprise. I'm not going to go into all the details, just wanted you to see kind of where to navigate within Partner Center. But if you were to click on that SMB view details, it would take you to this screen where you've got that kind of high level snapshot, your total points, and then down below, if we scroll down the page, you're going to see all the individual categories in how you earn points, how many points you have, and you need to get to a certain number of points in order to qualify. So that is Solutions Partner, all the different point areas. There is also Specializations that I mentioned that is much further deeper, kind of the next level above Solutions Partner. It too has scorecards. You're going to come down here to that specialization area. From the top, you'll be able to navigate to all the different specializations. There are 31 in total, 13 under Azure, 6 under modern work, 4 under security, and 8 under business applications. You can click on any of these individual specializations, and when you do that, it's going to take you again to a detailed scorecard where you're going to find all the information about what those requirements are and how you're tracking towards it. So they've got that eligibility, you see eligibility, performance, and again, skilling. So those are all the screenshots, and I just have a few more slides to go over, which to kind of give you a little bit more that high-level information about the Solutions Partner scorecard. So from a high level, though, when it comes to becoming a solution partner and earning a designation, it is a point system. You do have to get 70 points out of a possible 100 points. The points are in categories. And so the first category would be performance, which measures unique net customer adds over 12 months. This takes into consideration any customer losses and gains. So if you lose a customer, you need to gain 2 customers to offset that one loss. The other category would be skilling, and skilling has 2 subcategories. So there is intermediate and advanced. Skilling is just certifications, Microsoft's fancy name for it. And then the last category is customer success. It has 2 subcategories within it, so deployments and usage growth. And this is basically measuring active usage. So it's really about how much your end customer is utilizing the licenses that they have available. Now, it doesn't matter how you get to 70 points. You have to get to a total of 70 points, but you have to have points in every metric. So in other words, if you had a score of 80 points, but you had 0 in net customer adds, you would not qualify for this designation. So 70 points, it doesn't matter where, but you must have a minimum of 1 point in every metric. So depending on the designation that you're going after, it could have 4 or 5 metrics. So this would be an example of those points, the maximum points per category and subcategory. So as an example, with modern work, you'd have a maximum potential of 20 points for customer adds, a maximum 10 points for intermediate certifications, maximum 15 for advanced certifications, maximum 30 for usage growth, and maximum for 25 for deployments. And these points numbers do change from designation to designation. So in the example of Azure, it's still 5 subcategories, but the maximum points are slightly different. Now, the most important kind of thing to know is how you get points with this scorecard. And you get points is through associations. And associations is that key mechanism. So there are 2 types. There is the Certified Professional Association, and that is basically linking an individual's certification account, so their Microsoft Learn account, to your partner center. When they do that link, it allows you to get recognized for that individual's certification and accumulate points in your scorecard. The other is partner associations. Partner associations are specifically for the performance and customer success. There are 4 main types. There is Cloud Solution Provider, CSP. That is basically you're reselling any CSP licenses or Azure subscription. You're the transacting partner of record. So there's not really any additional steps per se, but you do need to make sure that you're adding your customers in that customer workspace within Partner Center in order for that association to take place. The other ones are intended for other partners, or maybe you're not selling the CSP. So there are other means of getting recognized for your work with your end customer. So there is like claiming partner record. This would be for maybe you're not the one selling the CSP licenses, but you are the one who is deploying the Microsoft Intune for the end customer. And so you too can get credit for the work that you're doing with the end customer by having a CPOR association. And then same thing with PAL, Partner Admin Link. This would be specific to Azure, but if you have access to the in the Azure environment, you've got an account on their Azure portal. You can link your NPN number, which would create that PAL association you there would get credit and recognized through PAL. So again, if you're not selling the CSP, but you're deploying any Azure services, then you would want to have that PAL association. And then the last one, digital partner record, is really for enterprise agreements. And that's it. So I just want to kind of highlight some more resources. This is a lot, the Microsoft Partner Program. It definitely takes time to fully understand it and certainly work towards a designation. So, we really want to help you work towards designations and specializations. So we've got a lot of resources for our partners. So one being these clinics here as a way of, getting up to speed and learning about the different components of the Microsoft Partner Program. I am available for partner one-on-one meetings, coaching as needed. And then we also offer some things to help partners with the certification. So we have some Microsoft 900, MS 900 classes, as well as the AZ 104 to help partners get those certifications. We also can help partners with exam vouchers because there is a cost to writing your exam to be certified with any of these. And, we do recommend partners if you're looking for any instructor-led additional classes, you could utilize Exit Certified for all of that. And that's it. So that's all I have for today. I don't know if there's any other questions, but, feel free to, type them in chat, take yourself off mute. I also have a newsletter that I send out in LinkedIn. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn and subscribe to my newsletter for any, updates on the Microsoft program, as, it's kind of always evolving, and there's been a lot of change in the last 2-3 years with this program. And, I do anticipate, some more evolution from Microsoft because they're always kind of growing and expanding.